You know, for years I've been dreaming of getting a work car, you know, like the top echelon of success in business or becoming a manager or something like that. And I'm proud to announce that we've finally got ourselves a work rig for OGS. Come check it out. It's been my dream since a little boy, you know, to finally join the Commo life. Oh my God. Don't tell me it's another car, Jesus Christ. I'll give you a quick rundown. It's a 1999 VS, a Holden Commodore Ute. It's white. See, it's white. It's in reasonable nick, I think. I paid $5 for it with a roadie. I haven't transferred it yet. It doesn't have any insurance. But hey, here it is. Look at that, amazing. I spent a lot of time in these kind of cars and VTs and all that kind of stuff like that. So certainly brings back some memories, you know, riding in old wagons, going to gigs, playing in bands, you know, back when I was young. So this is a good old jigger, I guess. Maybe we're going to find out. Let's delve deep into the Commo life. It's got a tray. It's going to be fantastic for carting around bits and pieces. They say it's only got 700 kilo capacity, but I mean, that's more than enough. I never really put anything heavy in there anyway. And if it was 700 kilos, I'd probably think about using something different. So let's have a bit of a squiz. So you can see that there's a bit of surface rust, there's a bit of rust through there, but no one cares about that. I mean, you could respray the tub or line it with a wrapped up lining or something like that. It's missing a few tie down points. There's only 1 and 2, but it's got holes all around. It's got where the tonneau, or whatever you call it, the cover goes on, so you can use those as tie down points as well. I don't know, it's a bit of surface rust, but nothing to write home about. It's got a tow ball, and of course, it's got a bit of hay, because we were carting around hay bales yesterday for fun. Look at that, amazing. Seems pretty sturdy. Rear quarters, they're white, they look pretty tidy. You know, I think these are from a VT, these rims, or a VU or something like that. The tyres are a little bit old. All right, so we've got a little bit of wear over here. That's pretty normal sort of thing. The guy that sold it to me reckons that he got a dentless paint removal, or dent paintless removal, whatever you call it, to pull all the dents out from the roof. So as far as I know from my limited research, which is all the 2 minutes of looking on Wikipedia, the VS, well, before that was VR, it was a 3.8 Buick motor, and then so the VS is the later model that had a little bit of a facelift, but the biggest change was got a new motor, 3.8 Ecotech. You type in 3.8 Ecotech into Google, and the first thing that comes up is basically how to change it from a 3.8 to a 5 litre. Go figure. This is pretty good. It's got 2 bonnet struts, whereas the XD only has 1, and sometimes it falls on my head. Anyway, it's a Commodore motor. Coil packs, which are known for failing. A big old alternator just like sticking out there like a supercharger. Manifold, airbox. What else can I tell you? This thing's pretty big though, check that out. Really hiding that fan away in there. Battery's tucked in there nice and deep. I don't think it's held down. There's a lot of space for it, because you got to remember these cars also came out with the V8, the 304 or the 5 litre as they call it, sort of thing. So why don't we fire her up? Well, it sounds like a Commodore. It smells like a Commodore. It's just so mesmerizing, you know. These old cars, they're becoming classics. It's a 1999, and you know, one day people are going to actually turn their heads and go, wow, is that a VS Commodore on the road? I think it is. But until such time, nobody looks. So as I get a little bit older, you know, some of the cars that we get have more features. This one's got a radio, and it's got air conditioning. The air conditioning doesn't work though, you know what I mean? So it's got central locking, but it only opens that one there. The other side remains to be seen. We're in the cabin, and it's not that spacious, and it's kind of echoey a little bit. But a lot of the VR, VS, VT cars, the driver always had the gangster lean. They would put their seat back, and so their fingers are just sort of touching the steering wheel and drive like that. Classic P-plater stuff. They would have stockies, an exhaust, a sick sound system for the fully sick tunes. This car is pretty stock. It's got a head unit, but it's kinda, I don't know, you guys tell me what you guys think of that. Here's the Commodore key. Commodore keys have always been especially large. Perhaps maybe because Commodore owners are a special breed. I'm not sure. But now we've got one. Oh shit. Here is the steering wheel. It has no airbag. I believe there's an airbag in the passenger side. The plastics, they're reasonably sturdy, except for this thing. This is very squishy and very dirty, and it's gross putting my hand on it. And a bit of a shake over here. I've always found this to be interesting. It's like molded to your hand, like in case you really need to like grip it hard. It's stubby, it's small. What else is here? Ashtray with no ciggy butts. Got a few things. Oh, this would be something like that. Maybe we get a bit of glue and fix that up, or maybe not. I've always loved buttons with nothing on them. You know what I mean? It's like, it just makes you feel poor. Like, why didn't they just get that option? It's an actual button, but it doesn't lead to anywhere. And it's right in my line of sight when I'm looking down here. So I see it and there's like nothing there. What was that meant to be? I'm not really sure. Was that traction control or blah, blah, blah? We've got the power and the economy. As we know, it doesn't actually add any power. It just holds the gear for a little bit longer when it's in the power mode, lets it rev a little bit higher. Air conditioning, that doesn't work, probably needs to be re-gassed. I assume that if I don't have it right, pushed up in park, it probably won't start, but we'll test that. And I wonder whether the fuel pump gauge actually works or whether it needs a hit. Let's go for a drive. Hey. Well, that's the radio, and it's Friday, so it's R&B Fridays on whatever radio station it is. Let's turn that off so you guys can get the full experience of a 3.8 litre VS Holden Commodore. Okay, we're in reverse. We've got the stubby handbrake, power steering, which is amazing. Oh, there goes that. Now, if you want to buy one of these cars as a classic car sort of thing, I think you're better off buying something different, because you're not going to get any looks in this car. The only looks that you're going to get are from guys that look a little homeless, especially around the Dandenong area. I'm sorry if you're from around here and you look a little homeless. It's a coil spring. People used to sort of say that, you know, oh, if you're a true tradie and, you know, blah, 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 you get something that's a leaf spring, and, you know, because it can carry a lot more stuff. But with this, I mean, I just carry around car parts. I don't weigh that much, but they're bulky and they're shit and, you know, carpet and all sorts of different things. So, look, I don't have an issue with it. I was looking for one that's pretty tidy. This is it, I guess. But already, there's some things that need to be done. Look at the steering wheel. Check this out. Whoop, 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 whoop. It's spongy and it feels gross on your hand. I know I bag out a lot of these cars. It's just, I'm just having a laugh. I like it. There's no clock spring either, so there's no return on the indicator, which is just lovely. I enjoy it. To be honest, the shitter the car is, the more I enjoy it, you know, because you got to learn how to drive it and, you know, have a bit of fun. There's a little bit of power. You'd be surprised. These kind of cars are actually quite quick off the line, but they run out of puff very quickly. But by the time they run out of puff, basically, you know, you're up to the speed limit. I found the home of Commodores, Macca's. Hey! Many a late night spent in the car park. I'm I'm sure, smoking cigarettes. Not me, I'm talking about everybody else. Eating Maccas, talking shit with your mates. Those days are long gone. The pandemic. Ooh. Can I grab 2 frozen Cokes, please?
2 frozen Cokes, anything else?
Nah, that's it, cheers.
Yeah, drive through.
Ah, picture perfect. Look where we are. McDonald's. I was going to park in the disabled spot because I'm driving a Commodore, but maybe another day, you know. To leave that for somebody else. This is a tidy unit. Where am I going to put my 6 subwoofer? There's no space behind the seat, so I'll probably have to get one underneath the seat, you know, just vibrates everything. I've actually forgotten to go through the glove box. I'm not quite sure what's in there, so I'm going to reach in and... Oh, hey! Well, I got some keys. Look what I got. I feel like I'm channeling my inner Peter Wherrett. Let's do it. All right, here we go. Oh. What a beast. You guys probably couldn't tell what I was doing, but that was an acceleration test. I got to the speed limit of 60 very, very bloody quickly, I tell you what. Much more than what is actually needed for today's roads. As you can tell, basically this Commodore is basically, you know, a newish car or modern car. Everything works, plastics have started going a little bit, they're disintegrating a little bit, but maybe one day this thing's going to be a bit of a classic car. So, like, I mean, there's nothing really wrong with it. There's a few things that we'll clean up, maybe we'll put some new carpet. Here's the roadie. I guess it's time to go down to big roads and transfer it across and stop driving it in somebody else's name. Thanks for checking out the video today, guys. It was a lot of fun filming it for you guys. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let us know what else you want to see. Take it easy.